bonus to some of my rolls.
All right, and let's drag you guys over to the other screen, to my screen. All right. All right.
What are you doing?
All right. As you guys are kind of on the outskirts, and you see there's a you see that there's a lot of you're greeted as the stagecoach gets close and gets there, and Professor, you notice as you guys are getting closer, as you guys are kind of getting more over the next couple of weeks, the next week or so, as you guys are traveling from Pittsburgh to up through to New York, well, the next 3 days basically. Professor James Steelbrand kind of seems to fall into his role as a Philodox and is able to create a sense of unity and less aggression between the other legends, and they seem to be ceding to his wisdom on most things. So he kind of puts it onto himself as being the spokesperson for the other 6 ranks. And as you guys get closer and you get word about that attack, he finds he makes a decision on behalf of the other legends that would be probably the best idea for all of them to stay inside the stagecoach as you go out to find Caboose Spitoon. Seeking Path, and Agmar kind of come to that conclusion that the Caboose Spitoon is the cairn that he is in is obviously being targeted, like what happened to the Octena at Sun Arrow. So really, the attack is in the storm is actually in process. So you're all kind of stuck in a sense of a race against time to get him out before he dies, basically.
All right, RB.
Sure, this was a stone meeting.
You're greeted at the edge of this. The mayor stops. He says, "I think we have our welcome committees here."
Get out.
All right. Who else gets out?
I get out, but I hope that's not a euphemism for enemies.
Yeah, I'll exit.
All right.
I'll step out.
Oh, Kate, you're back. Long time no see.
I'll just do the cat thing.
He just looks at you and doesn't say anything. Just turns away.
You see in the front, you see these 2 women. If you scroll down to the bottom.
No.
Madge the Badge and Leela Lamb.
Hey there. Oh my.
Badge. Madge the Badge.
That's weird. It glitches every time you say that.
You see that she you get the smell of that they're both child of Gaia, and you see that both of them are rank 4, they're Adderns or Athros. I keep getting those mixed up. And Leela is a Thurge, and Madge the badge is an Arun.
I say, I'm Bob. We are here to aid Caboose. How can we be of service?
Leela gives a side eye to Madge and kind of steps back a bit. And Madge says, well, you got about 4 miles of city and slum to get to. Right now they're under attack, and we're doing the best we can to get everybody out. Any of the collateral, reduce as much collateral damage as Elf. But we lost all contact with the brown ground.
What's the fastest way to get there?
It's just through this. It's through all this mess. And I mean, she's pointing to, like, you hear like dingings of bells, and there's screams, and there's fires, and you do see fire lapping up, and you guys with your gnosis rating, who has the lowest gnosis? I think it's you, RB, right?
3.
Gnosis of a 3.
I've got the same.
Okay.
I got 3, 2,
How much do you got, John?
3.
3. All right.
I'm a 5.
Dale, what do you have?
6.
6. All right. Definitely, Bob and Chaska, you definitely sense there is a lot of worm emanations, and there is a pretty active storm that you're kind of sensing without actually stepping sideways. You can definitely sense there's.
That's what I was going to suggest. I go, let's step into the Umbra and make straight for it. Then we don't have to worry about the Veil, and we'll. Seems the fastest to me. I look for like a window or something that's reflective to dive through.
Arby has a glass of bourbon that he brought with him. That he's
That's a Fiona. I love it.
starting polishing it and trying to look into it.
Barney, is it cloudy?
It is smoky. Yeah, I mean, you're getting it. You're here in New York, where I mean, there is, it's like the beginning of the Industrial Revolution here, where it's pretty smoggy. Where you guys noticed that the sun itself was kind of started to get shaded out by the pollution as you guys arrived.
Thank goodness.
You don't need your parasol.
All right. So yeah, I'm looking for a reflective surface big enough to jump through.
Okay.
Or does it need to be big enough, or just need to be reflective?
I think it just needs to be reflective. So what's everybody else doing?
Yeah, I'm stepping sideways as well. I'm following Bob.
Okay.
I go. We can all go
Follow
to the,
Bob.
we can all go to the center, or you can assist. We'll probably need to assist them in the evacuation as well. Whichever you think you'd be most adept at doing. Woo!
Hey, yeah, sorry I was running late. I had to reboot my computer. I'm here. I can go. So who needs rescuing? Sorry.
What?
You said something about whoever can do the most help rescuing people.
Well, rescuing people away from the storm, or pulling the Bone Gnawer out of the middle of this maelstrom.
I can go into the Umbra. I can step sideways pretty easy. I'll go into the Umbra. That'll help.
Yeah, let's all head to the middle of the maelstrom.
Let's all head to the maelstrom.
Well, the umbral storm, not a maelstrom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob wouldn't.
Yeah, those have never gone bad.
You're like Drax the Destroyer jumping in the middle of the battle.
What's your tactics, Bob? Go down the middle. Get into the middle and then win.
All right, so you guys are all going to go together? And in all honesty, it'll probably be, it's going to be pretty, it might be actually quicker to go through the Umbra.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys if you guys want to go through.
I'd have to have somebody pulling through, but
You need to get pulled through, right?
yeah.
Someone want to pull the kitty cat through?
Because the only way I can go into the Umbra is, I mean, through not just normal ways.
Can I pull him through with my gift? My
Yeah.
inner light gift? Can I pull him through?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll take. I'm sorry, John. What's your character's name again?
Jebediah.
Jebediah.
Yeah,
I can take Jebediah through.
So as you guys through, Madge says, all right, who's in charge here?
I am.
That's true. He's the highest rank. Starkey's not around tonight.
Are you 4 now, Bob?
I am. Do you have advisement? Do you have advisement for me?
She says, so we've heard rumors of your group. So explain to me again. And she says this as you guys are stepping sideways. She says, explain to me again what you're doing. We've heard rumors of this rite you're all doing.
The rite binds the Storm Eater. We need a legend from each tribe. Otherwise, it runs amok like this. I point to the sky. And until we do it, everybody who's a legend is going to be a target.
The Storm Eater knows what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Is this Madge the badge that Bob was talking to you? Okay.
Yeah. You guys get close enough. As you guys kind of get closer into the Umbra, you guys see that there's it's weaver everywhere, and there's worm taint, but not enough worm taint to actually have to fight. Almost like varicose veins throughout the on the buildings itself. Enough to be sort of a minor blight on certain spots, but nothing that's actually been grown enough to actually have any level of sentience. It's enough where if you had the Thurges around who could just start cleansing areas as you went through, but you don't have the luxury of time nor the Thurges to do that right now. But you do see, like, spilling out over the water out of the Bronx River, you see there's blight coming out of there. You do see some of the errant kind of like basically like inky black disembodied tentacles that seem to be flapping around almost like fish out of water that are the beginnings of some bane spirits that are forming. You just see a lot of just, looking at just looking at the photographs, not the top one, but some of the other ones of just like the slums. And as you're walking through it reeks pretty bad of just spiritual despair and with tinges of hope from individual lights that seem to be walking through, but mostly that. And you see the the 2 children of Gaia that are with you kind of have this bright but aggressive aura about them. as you're walking through.
Yeah, we're not walking.
Running.
Yeah.
Are we all going to go to Krinos or?
Yeah. As soon as I'm
Reno, or do we want to go Lupus because it's faster?
We could. I'm not fast though. That's the thing. Those who want it will go ahead. and
Hobble ahead.
They can actually absolutely go out ahead. I don't. It's that's why we have scouts.
Yeah, I'm going into scout mode, Barney.
Okay.
I have like stealth and survival and
Yeah, I'll scout ahead. That's what I do. I'll go to Lupus.
Send the cat too, and we'll Woo and RB. We'll form up behind.
you guys will form the ass.
Yeah.
Woo, Jebediah and Kate, you guys are the first ones. You guys get to a certain point where you see it's a lot rougher. As you guys can see like you're getting into a different burrow. And you're stopped by a wall, an invisible wall.
So like we just like literally like walking in like boink our noses against the wall as we're going.
Yeah, and almost like think about it like almost like a really soft mattress. So you don't like it's not hard, but it's almost like there's a feeling of getting pushed back.
Like we're walking through sludge or something, maybe.
You hear Madge kind of like a disgruntled laugh, and she says, you'd think Tobacco would have put at least that down, but I guess I think I know what he's thinking about. She says the brown ground thurge it's fairly territorial, the water there, and they've put up some wards against intruders, but it also is probably saving the rest of the city from this storm that's going on the other side.
How do we cross through or go around?
There's a So she looks at the Kate and she looks at Woo, and she kind of looks at Jebediah too. She goes, not to sound stereotypical, but you three might be able to figure this out.
So Barney,
Yeah.
using the my new koan gift where I can see illusions or see invisible like hidden things and whatnot.
Yeah.
Wu says, "Oh, how the mighty fall! What is the sound of a stubbed nose against an invisible wall?"
You hear a voice in your head, and it says this. All right, I gotta do the whisper. How do you do the whisper again?
You type it into space.
W.
Since /W or something. That's
/W.
Wow.
That costs my nose point.
All right. Are you on Facebook? Is your Facebook open?
Yeah, my
right.
Facebook Messenger is open. Yeah,
All right. It's just quicker for me to do it in Facebook Messenger.
that's fine by me.
You hear a voice. It says this.
To your daddy.
Happy birthday.
I get the group's attention. As silly as it might sound, let's push. I suggest everybody go to their fighting form for maximum strength.
By then, I probably would have caught up to the group.
Yeah. So Brian, it's okay. You guys put nothing happens. It's a ward that has you have to say a word to open it.
Oh, okay. You didn't.
Yeah.
I just saw the last part of the message.
Yeah. Kate, you hear Leela Lamb's voice in your head.
Okay.
She says, you seem like the most trustworthy person here. Do you trust this mission that you're all on? And do you trust, and is everybody here with the right intentions?
Yes, I do trust them. And yes, we do have the best intentions. Ours is the only way that the Storm Eater will be defeated. It's a great sacrifice, but no great deed is ever done without a great sacrifice.
So yeah, go ahead, Brian, if you wanted.
I say towards the invisible wall a pencil.
You looked it up, didn't you?
No. I guess I was right. I was even going to say, do I get to make an Enigmas roll for it? But apparently I was right. No, I didn't look it up.
Really? Wow, good for you. All right.
What
Extra
was the
experience.
question?
What was the riddle?
I had a riddle appear inside my mind. It was, as a stone inside a tree, I'll help your words outlive thee. But if you push me as I stand, the more I move, the less I am. What am I?
Ooh.
The answer is a pencil.
Okay.
A stone inside a tree, graphite inside wood. I'll help your words outlive thee. Help your words be written down. As you push me as I stand, as you push a pencil, the smaller, it wears away the pencil the more you use it.
Were pencils invented in the 1870s?
Oh yeah, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah. They were invented right after werewolves.
They were and also lighters were invented before matches.
Really?
Well, remember they used quill and ink. I don't know when the actual graphite pencil was invented. I think this is a question.
I think somebody should go Wikipedia that.
1795. We're good.
Thank
No
the
anachronisms.
Lord.
Is either ancient Egypt or 1971.
The first pencil is 1795.
Google Answers said 1795.
Wow.
Discovery of graphite deposit as a technique for drawing, the closest predecessor for the pencil was silver point until 1565. A large deposit of graphite was discovered.
From memory.
They had probably lead pencils first, anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the internet for you. There's 100 different answers to the question.
All right, you guys burst through. You guys burst through the. You guys are squarely now inside the territory of the Bone Gnawer cairn now.
Ooh does one of these as you walk through.
Immediately you get there's a significant a different feeling as you walk, as you guys kind of push your way through that invisible barrier. And each one of you, each one of you kind of has to say the word itself as well in order to go through.
Pencil.
Chaska's going straight back into Lupus and headed towards where he can be the most help.
God, I was hoping I was going to hang you guys up at least for 10 minutes.
I swear to God, I didn't look it up.
I've been playing already. Jesus, bro.
That's early night.
I took some wisdom for that one.
Yeah, I think so. All right.
I think he gets some honor for getting it so fast.
Or loses honor for cheating.
That would be Brian's personal honor, not his character's.
That's true.
I'd have to have it before I could lose it.
All right. As you guys push through, you see. You see slopping out of the Bronx, the Bronx River. These like oily humanoid creatures. You think there's 4 of them that seem to be coming out of the, and you see that the water itself seems to be bubbling and boiling, and it seems to be happening from the area where there's like this enclosed storm that still seems to be almost like a standing tornado that seems to be hitting there, and you see fire lapping up from the image from the other end from the real world. There seems to be some boats and some ferries that seem to be on fire, and there's some tenements that are burning up as well.
Barney the fur just came out.
Okay.
I start moving towards the oily creatures and just tell the ones that are moving quickly to keep moving forward, and I'll take care of these oily things.
Hey, Barney, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
I spent Gnosis last game. Is it replenished, or am I still down from last game?
Gnosis is replenished, but based off of the auspice of your character and in real life. Let's see, what is it?
We just had a blood red moon, Barney. I think everybody should get everything back.
I agree.
A super wolf moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you spent it last, yeah, okay, what is it? Today's the 27th. It's a Galliard moon. Yeah, you get it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I still would have been down the one place. I just wanted to see if I was back up. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, a blood wolf, a red wolf moon.
Barney.
Yeah.
I actually looked it up. October 8th, 1972 was a Ragabash moon.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder what mine was. All right, so go ahead, Sag. You're going to go ahead and attack.
Yeah, I just rolled I've got 7 extra successes to soak now.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just wade into these. Are they coming out of the water, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I will be careful to not get too close to the water because it's probably not that smart to get sucked in because I still have to breathe. But I want them to keep moving, and I'll just claw these guys.
Okay.
I will spend, was there 4 of them?
Yeah.
I'll spend 3 rage. So Dex.
All right, so as Bob is falling back, who is out of the players, who's kind of leading the pack further into the slums?
Well, I'm usually the scout, so it's probably going to be me and Tosca.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pushing as hard as possible, and I would imagine I'd been trying to keep up essentially with Kate. If anything, we'd probably pace each other just so we kind of go in as a pack.
Okay.
And Barney, I'm pulling out the Claws of Frozen Death.
Okay.
I will. Can I do my Luna's armor now and keep it on for a while? How does that work?
Yep. Go for it. Everybody that's still up ahead as you're running forward, roll your willpower. Difficulty of a 6.
So I got.
I will not be retaining that roll, Barney, but the first swing is a not a good one.
So Barney, from my Luna's armor, I got 5 successes.
Okay.
For willpower, I got
willpower. What's the willpower roll for? Is it versus fear?
Trying to think if it's really fear or not.
Because remember, because of the brooch, I'm immune to fear.
Me too.
Right.
Go fairy team.
And I'm just not scared of shit, so.
And Barney, sorry, is it temporary or permanent willpower?
Permanent willpower.
Do you ever roll temporary anything?
It
Yeah, you
depends.
can.
Depends on the game master.
Yeah. And sorry, what was the difficulty?
Like if somebody
Difficulty was 6. It depends on whether or not the game master wants you to fail or not.
Well, actually, in my case, temporary willpower is way higher than permanent.
How's
You
that?
can't be.
you don't count those +3 that you get. Those are usable, but they don't count towards your willpower roll.
Yeah, you use those if you need to spend a willpower, you can spend
Like
those.
spend it for a gift. That's what those are spent for. They're not. Those don't count towards your actual willpower.
Right. It was my impression that no temporary willpower ever counted for. It was always the same or less or more in that case. Never mind.
So what's the verdict, Marnie?
All right, what'd you get?
No, I was asking, is it this fear based or not?
No, not this. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I would say it's fear. I could say it's fear based.
Okay.
Disregard my roll then.
Oh, damn. So, Barney, I went to activate my staff, and I botched.
You botched your staff roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
It broke.
And it cost me a gnosis, motherfucker.
Your staff is broken.
No, that'd be too mean.
It's broken.
Saruman.
This is my hour.
So basically, your staff just kind of like poofs out. You won't be able to use it for the gaming session.
Fair enough. Damn, that's the first time it's ever happened.
What does that thing do?
It's pretty cool. He got that. That was his first Christmas present.
Yeah, it makes me harder to hit.
Cool. In fact, Arby will actually literally ask Woo, what does that thing do?
Are you your normal character today, not the guy from last week, right?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, pleased to meet you. I presume we shook hands at the on the train ride.
So as you guys get closer, you guys are suddenly those that so Chaska got 1 success on that. RB and John. Okay, John and Chaska. You feel a little anxious as you guys are getting closer in because you actually hear screams and there's a lot of terror and heartbreak happening with people running past you in the real world. Someone's yelling out my baby, and there's trampling of horses that are happening. You see, because it's just so densely populated, people are getting killed running away. And it's kind of putting the empathy of a lot of you it's being now it's being tested basically to the point where some of you feel but you don't need to, but some of you feel like there's people that are dying, should we save them? But
In the Umbra, though?
it's a shadow of what's happening. It's a shadow. You don't see it, but it's the impression in the shadow of that happening. So, as you guys are getting closer, you see. As you guys are getting closer, you see Bane fire spirits seem to be lapping over some of the tenement buildings and sticking hands out of windows. They seem to be kind of falling and crawling out of some buildings that are on fire. And you see one Bane spirit seem to be conjoined up with it. It turns and looks straight ahead at your oncoming pack, and kind of takes the form of like this giant magma fiery hellhound that's about a story tall, so about 12 feet tall on its forelegs, and looks towards you as a group and opens its mouth open, and just ash and fire kind of fall out. It doesn't breathe fire, but it's smoke and ash seem to become pouring out of it. It seems to be taking on the form of burnt wood and buildings that are falling apart, with its feet seem to be turning and being made of destroyed bricks.
Oh, look at Chaska.
It always has to be aggravated damage.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I've been fired my Winchester once in this entire campaign. I've had it with me all this time.
Kate, can you? Let's see. Normally, I'd look for Phil for this, but Kate, do you want to go around back?
Oh,
I'll
wow.
nod. I'll slip around behind it. I'll use
Yeah, I guess that's a
hide
stealth.
in plain sight.
Bob, what was that botch roll for?
My first swing.
Okay. And how you keep just roll your next 3 swings.
Okay.
Could use a bob here.
I'll
All right.
Barney, I'm going to use hide in plain sight and slip around behind it.
Okay, is there a roll for that?
Let me see. Right about.
I may have missed this. What time of day is it?
It's daytime.
Daytime. Okay.
Yeah.
3 successes, Barney.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled Dex Stealth, difficulty 7. Each success subtracts 1 success from a perception alertness roll rolled by those actively looking for the character. If no one is doing so, then 1 success indicates complete concealment. So if it's not actively looking for me, I'll be invisible. But if it's looking for me, then...
All right. No, it's not looking for you right now.
Okay, so... Dex Stealth.
7 damage, Barney. With my clops.
All right.
Silver matters.
Wait.
All right.
Uh-oh, the secret dice. Nice roll, Kate.
All right. What was that roll for?
That was for my hide in plain sight. I got 3 successes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Bob. Roll your attack 2 more times.
Okay.
All right, and everybody else, go ahead. Roll wits alertness.
So who's where with what? I want to try to understand who's on what sections.
So, well, you and me are on this fire spirit.
Right.
I'm with you guys. I came with you guys.
All right, and, Bob and RB and Jebediah, are you guys going to keep going forward then?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Don't worry, I got this. Even though I'm rolling really bad.
Yeah, probably I got this. You guys go on ahead. So
Actually, I can slow because I'm still in Hamid, so I'll walk slowly and I'll have my gun out to see how Bob's doing, to see if I should help him.
Well, these things aren't going to damage me. I'll say that. but I'm not doing much damage. My best roll is 7 damage.
Dude, that's like all health box. That's like an entire.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's got some sort of soak.
Leela Lamb, you hear Leela's voice in RB and Jebediah's head. She says, do you trust your friends enough to attack these?
Trust them enough?
Trust them enough to.
I trust them as far as I can throw them, and some I can't throw that far, so.
I mean, do you think they'll be able to do the job? Are they going to get killed? Are you going to let your friends get killed?
They'll be letting other people get killed too, that are maybe more important right now.
I'm sorry, what is she asking?
You two are going on ahead.
She's got some issues with trust.
We're going to get Caboose Spitoon. That's the thing. I think that's what we're going for. And he or she is more important right now than this. If we get slowed down by this, you know.
Hey, Bunny.
Yeah.
Where we're over by the Firebane.
Yeah.
The 12-foot Firebane. Are we close to the river? Or is the river within sight of where we're at when we're facing this thing?
It is, but the river itself seems to be pretty black and inky, and seems to it reeks of the worm too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get the attention of the fire spirit. Oh, and I spent 3 rage. But I'm trying to do my best to get the attention of the fire spirit, howling, growling, the whole 9 yards, while Kate is going around the back, and Wu ideally probably kind of going left flank.
Okay. All right. It turns to look at you, and it just it turns to look.
Sadness. He might want to just go over top.
Okay. You guys don't have. Do you have anything, Wu, to like do mind speak with anybody?
I do.
Okay.
I can set up mind speak.
All right. We'll just say it's for the sake of the story that you did that.
Okay.
So the thing kind of turns and looks at you, Chaska, and it has it kind of like would be the equivalent of growling, but it kind of makes this guttural sound, and there's like chunks of rock and ash seem to fall out of its mouth, and there's its pit of its stomach seems to be churning and boiling like fire, almost as if it has a furnace inside of it now.
For proper,
does this thing have like
stare down? For proper stare down, I clang my my claws of ice together.
Okay.
Kind of facing him off.
Does this thing have like a physical form, like a back and a head and a neck?
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like it looks like some sort of like it looks like a giant bulldog basically. It has got that sloped back to it. But it's
is there some place to climb up?
Yep. You could climb up it. I mean, because if you're in Krenos, you can easily jump on top of its back if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, that's my plan is to jump right where the neck meets the where the head meets the neck.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna plant my jaws down there.
All right, so you guys go ahead and
got it.
So did you guys? So go ahead and roll initiative. Go ahead and roll initiative. You, the three of you. Sag, what's your total amount that you've done for damage?
11.
11 points of damage.
Yep.
All
right.
Do you do 4 or 6?
Go ahead and do 6. All right. Sag, are you attacking one of them then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
God damn it!
I mean, yeah, you kill, then you go on to the next.
All right. And Kate, what'd you get for successes?
I had 4. I got 4.
4. All right. So you can declare first. Well, and you and Chaska both go at the same time.
Well, he looks like he's keeping it distracted. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going at it. Claws first.
All right.
I'll roll Dex Brawl then and try to jump onto its back. And I'm going to attempt to bite down with my jaws on the back of its neck.
Okay. And who's spending rage other than
I'll spend 2 rage.
Yeah, I'll spend a rage. I'll spend 2 rage as well.
You said 1
Well,
rage?
you can go spending rage, Barney. I failed my roll. Will I go last or will I not go at all?
No, you can do it's still no, you didn't botch. All right, Kate spent 2. Sag spent and Sag has already done his. All right, Sag, role play it out. You're attacking one of those slime bane humanoid looking things.
Probably I'm using the claw. We'll just go for head. Swipe across either head or chest or wherever my hand goes through. I'm not really being precision hit whatsoever.
Okay.
Chop through the body if need be.
All right. All right, and so you chop through. You do okay because they use their power. Roll your stamina. Wait, what'd you get for your successes? 7 successes. Didn't you get you on an Iron Fur?
Yeah, 7. I'm in beast mode.
The other ones kind of seem to like slap their hands on you, it's almost like someone's hitting you with like a big wet fish. It's doing nothing to you. They seem to be going. They're
getting me all oily.
They're getting you oily, and they really are trying to hurt you, but they're doing nothing to you. So go ahead and Kate, role play it out. What are you doing?
I'm leaping onto its back and clamping my jaws around its where at the base of the neck, right underneath the head.
Okay.
I'm clamping my jaws there, and I'm just going to basically try to sever its head with my jaws.
Okay, and you got 1 success. It's not dodge or anything, so it's enough to do damage. So go ahead and do your bite. And bite, I believe, is. And what are you doing, Chaska? Are you jumping? Are you attacking it now?
Yeah, I'm going at it at the front of it, kind of going lower core. So swiping kind of the gut area, like hip area.
Okay. Bite is Dex Brawl difficulty of a 5. Oh, you already did. So yeah. So damage is strength +1, and it is aggravated.
Okay.
And your move is aggravated as well, Dale.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got 4 successes. So you do it every above 3. I get an additional die.
Correct.
So.
All right, I got 3 aggravated damage on it.
Okay. As you're rolling that, Woo, what are you doing with your next Woo?
My first move is going to be. Can I do Falling Touch on it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, then I'm going to do Falling Touch because first level gifts are kind of cool.
And what's the damage on? What's the roll on that?
Dex plus medicine at the difficulty of the opponent's stamina athletics.
So basically, it's going to stun it for just this 1 round because once it's attacked, it's going to. Right?
Let's see. Even 1 success sends the victim to the ground. Doing so counts as an action. Activating this gift and striking the foe with intent to harm are 2 separate actions. So it basically, I mean, if it falls to the ground, it would have to take one of its actions to get back up again.
Right.
So that's a round that it's not swiping at us.
Right. So that's probably actually beneficial for your two friends there.
Yeah.
So Jebediah and RB, were the other two. Jebediah.
For a minute.
Okay.
Right.
You guys get up to a point where you actually see the actual storm itself wrapping around, and Jebediah, you're aware that, and RB, I'm sure you've seen. If you guys start getting in, you're gonna have to roll stamina to walk through the storm to get to the middle of it.
Go Krenos then.
All right, Jebediah, you're gonna stay in Krenos. Are you going to Krenos now?
Are we fighting?
You're going into the storm itself, and if you recall, when you're in the umbral storms, there's stuff, there's spirits, there's things that will tear you up.
That's how Dale's old character died.
Let me see here, just so I know better myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go into Krenos. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you even call it Krenos?
Yeah, it's called Krenos.
Yeah.
It's actually the one thing that sticks.
Consistent.
All right, and as you guys are going through there, go ahead next. Who has Woo and Kate? Go ahead and do your next round.
I've already got clamped on, so I'm just biting harder.
Okay. All right. Roll your stamina. It's not attacking you, but you do take fire damage.
Okay, so add 8.
So since this thing is really big and it's been downed, is there like minuses the difficulty to claw it, to hit it?
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, it'll be. Make it a difficulty of a 5 to hit it. It's not moving or dot, and it's big.
So is there communication that's going on in our heads?
Yeah. We'll set up communication.
I guess what I'm asking is, has anybody said anything? Okay, I guess not.
We're all a little busy for chit chat, Bob.
I'll say, Bob, stop fucking around with those frogmen and go help with that real threat up there.
So I soaked 4, Barney.
All right, you're fine. We'll just wait for Dale to come in and roll.
Yeah,
Are you sure I'm not fighting the level 10 monsters and these aren't the level 1? I ignore him then, Barney, and I'll just leave the bogmen and head in the direction.
Okay. As you do that, what's your perception alertness? You don't need the roll, but just what's your pool?
I see the city fall behind me because of it. My perception is 3. My alertness is 2.
Yeah, it's only New York. No great loss.
Yeah, roll your perception alertness, then. That's a little too low.
What are claws? Strength +1?
Strength plus 2.
Strength +2. Okay. So that's.
Oh, do I roll? Do I have to roll to hit again, Barney, or do I just roll damage?
Just roll damage.
And are we rolling soak?
Yep. You and Jebediah roll stamina as you're walking into the storm.
Can you use a willpower for that, or is that not?
Nope.
I got a 3, Barney.
3 successes.
Yep.
As you turn and walk, as the things are kind of like slapping you without doing anything. I mean, they're so weak as they're doing it. Not weak, but just because they can't. I mean, if it was anybody else, they'd probably be doing damage to RB, but they're not doing nothing to you. You see there's like 3 or 4 of them. Wow. 3 or 4 more seem to be emerging from the water as well.
7 successes on claw damage.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, I got 3 more.
Yeah. Was that your damage?
Yeah, 7 successes with the damage. I had 5 to hit, and then 7 for damage.
And Barney, did you get my 4 successes?
That was your 4 successes for damage, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I added that in. And go ahead and also, Dale, roll your stamina for fire damage. Unless your icy claws.
Yeah, I got
negate
3
that.
more.
Okay.
I don't have that level yet.
Okay.
All right. Need to roll stamina, Barney?
Yeah, roll your stamina as you hit it. And you did 3 more damage, you said, Kate?
Yeah. And
okay.
Do I have to roll my stamina again then?
Yeah, as you hit it again.
I'm on its back, so.
Okay. RB, take 2 points of aggravated damage as you walk in. Jebediah, you're fine.
So
Barney, I misunderstood what you were saying in terms of my claws. Yes, the claws protect me when I'm slashing. But it's not any sort of armor.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I botched my stealth roll.
Barney, did you see my second roll? Because my first one, I forgot that I was in Krenos.
Okay. Your second one was 1 success, right?
1 success, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you take 2 points.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I soak 9, Barney.
All right, you soak 9. Woo, take 3 points. No. What did I roll? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 points of fire damage. So aggravated damage.
Okay.
So role play that out. How are you doing? What are you doing? So if you spent rage, you get it back. Anybody that's taking damage, if you spent rage, you get it back. Role play it out, Brian. How are you doing it? What are you doing to him?
So after I used the one hand just to touch him to get him to fall, and then once he fall, do like a Kylindo strike, basically across his the side of his midsection. So I'm attacking with Dale's character attacking from the front. I'm attacking from the side. So I touched him, dropped him, slashed him once, got burned, and then I was gonna, for my third action, because I spent 2 rage, I was gonna spin back around and do another flash.
Okay, so and you did all right, and
so I did 7 points of damage on the first. I haven't done the second flash yet.
All right, go ahead and do the second one then.
Yeah,
and you would get your rage back. Kate, you got 9 successes, right? You get 1 more
for my soak. For my soak.
Oh, your soak. Oh yeah, you're super fine then. All right. And go ahead, Kate. You said you spent 2 rage, so you get another.
Yes, I got 1 more attack.
All right, go for it. There is some strategy too, if anybody's ever interested. I think SAG did this once 20 years ago. Is taking damage, agreeing to take damage, just so you can get your rage back. So that's an option. You can kind of decide to take 1 point of damage if you ever get down on rage.
I only got 1 left, so I might do that. But
yeah.
I got 2 successes for damage.
Okay. All right. And woo, that 5 successes was your damage?
Yeah, that was the hit. I'm rolling damage now.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
And another 7 successes on damage.
Jesus.
Dude, man, was that Kalando? Were you doing Kalando?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was doing Kylindo, but yeah, it was basically just claw attack. I wasn't doing any specific moves. But with the Krenos is +4, claws are +2, and then another +2 for having more than 3 successes on hitting. So it's strength +8 that I'm rolling.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, and anybody else have another move this round?
Yeah,
no, I'm done.
All right, Chaska.
So roll. I'm just slashing at this thing until we drop it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that. RB and Jebediah, role play it out. You guys are walking into the storm. Tell me what you're doing.
I'm trying to use whatever senses I have to try to discover more so what's going on. Try to make out any kind of survivors. Also make out maybe where Caboose Spitoon maybe.
Are the children of Gaia with us, or where are they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're with you. They're pushing on through too.
Okay.
As you guys get closer in, you guys start seeing some Bone Gnawer-esque type spirits around. You see some rat spirits. You see some. You actually make out there's a giant trash can like ash heap thing that seems to be fighting some of the Bane spirits. It looks like it's some sort of sentient garbage thing that seems to be fighting back the Bane spirits as well.
Arby has a good Reno style chuckle at that.
Yeah. You see a bunch of it looks like you see a group of like 5 or 6 larger than life raccoons that seem to be in unison fighting this thing, almost like they're almost like a choreographed fighting of something as well.
Are they breakdance fighting?
What's that?
No, don't ask me to repeat it.
Oh yeah, you're raccoon. You know, you're friends with the raccoon. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick while you're on them. I'll be right back.
Okay, and
a total of 4 damage, Barney.
Okay, 4, 2, and what was the 0 successes? What was that?
That was my 3rd roll for damage.
Okay. All right. New round.
What about me, Barney? I didn't get to go that round.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I am gonna spend. I'll spend 1 rage, and I'm going to use the what gift is that? Pack shield, essentially to get all of these zombies or whatever to follow me.
Okay.
So we'll deal with them eventually, but I'll run towards whatever's going on up here.
Are you taking them in a to-go bag?
Yeah.
You can't leave anything unkilled.
So I guess if I ever get in range of the dog before they kill it, it might want to attack me too.
Okay. All right. As you got you do you have to roll for something for that or?
It's charisma intimidation with a difficulty equal to the lowest willpower among enemies.
What's your charisma intimidation dice pool?
See, 2 in charisma, 4 in intimidation.
Yeah, I better roll it.
What's up?
Yeah, I better roll it then.
Okay.
I'm back.
Difficulty of a 5. All right. So you do that for that end around. So Sag's character, so Bowery Bob is now kind of herding the slime zombie things from the water to kind of chase after him.
Great. We have enough
you're
problems.
I don't know what's going on up there. I wish there was a way we could communicate, like what's going on in the battle, but there might not be.
I told them, big bad up there.
You've been hearing you hear in your mind speak some grunts and cusses, but not really directed towards anything. So it does sound like they're fighting something. I mean, you get it's a half a block away, and you see that you do see Chaska, Wu, and Kate seem to be tearing apart a giant ash fire rubble wolf monster thing. So
do they look to have it under control?
It looks like the thing is it's down, and there seems to be being torn apart more than the other 3 are. You feel confident, and I could tell you, Bob, is that it's up to you, but you do feel confident in the 3 of them.
The thing I can do coup de grace. I'm wondering if I should charge that up or if they're gonna kill him by the time I get there.
You can only do that once, right?
No, I can do it as
That's not the thing that makes you weak afterwards, is it?
Oh, that's Might of Thor. Coup de
Oh,
grace
okay.
doubles my damage when I study the target. Yeah, why not? It doesn't. Oh, it costs a willpower point. Yeah, fuck it. The perception brawl difficulty of the stamina plus dodge of the thing.
Okay.
Difficulty stamina dodge.
Actually, my brawl is shit. I might not want to do that. 3.
Learn how to brawl, Bob. Jeez.
I stab things, man. That's only a 5 die. Fuck it. I'm just gonna run towards it.
Okay. All right. All right. So new round. Bowery Bob goes first because he's Arun. We'll keep the same rolls. So Bowery Bob, then it's going to be Woo and Chaska, and then it's going to be Kate. No, Kate and Chaska, then it's going to be Woo.
No, I failed my initiative in the last round.
Right. We're going to keep the same.
Last.
Yeah. There you go, last. So it's going to be Kate and Chaska going at the same time, but Bob goes first.
I'm gonna just run. It's on the ground.
Yeah, it's on the ground because Woo did a falling touch on it.
Okay. I'm gonna try
And then we fucked it the fuck up.
I'm gonna try and stab it as I run by it. Like I'm gonna hopefully. I'm gonna spend two rage, but like damage it and just keep going.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll be dead by the time I'm huffing past it.
Kind of like anime style. You're just running through with like lions behind you.
Yeah.
You just go.
But I'll still be like stab.
Stab.
All right.
There's enough to go around.
All right, go ahead, roll. Chaska and Kate, what are you doing?
I'm
thing?
keeping my bite, so I'm just
tearing it up.
like I said, my attempt is I'm going to try to bite this thing. I'm going to try to sever this thing's spine with my teeth.
All right, it has definitely turned its attention onto Woo since Woo did the most to it so far, and knocked him on its butt just by touching it. So
I got 5 to hit. So that's +2 +4 +8.
Oh my God, the ones are killing me.
all right, you hit it. RB and Jebediah, what are you up to? As these guys are declaring their actions.
We're continuing, right? We're looking for this Bone Gnawer.
Punching through. Get him out of there. I mean, he can probably take care of himself, but you know.
All right.
I feel bad that our friends are spilling blood, but I look the cat in the eye and I say, "Listen, pussycat, it's you and me now. We got to get this guy."
Well, I think the world matters more. God matters more than that. They're helping out.
Barney, with seeing Bob coming through, slashing, knowing that Kate's on its back and Woo is essentially like kicking the shit out of it. I'm taking off towards those guys now.
Okay. All right. So go ahead as you run through. Roll your stamina once as you go into the mouth of the outskirts of the storm. Stamina difficulty of a 6, and you need at least three successes. And
This thing's on fire, right, Barney?
yeah.
Okay.
Take 2 damage, Chaska, as you kind of go through.
Aggravated or non-aggravated?
It is aggravated. And Kate, you got how many successes?
I only got 1 success for damage.
Okay. And roll fire damage. Roll stamina difficulty of a 6. And you got how many, Bob? Roll your damage, Bob.
No, 5 was my damage.
Oh, 5 was your damage too. Okay.
I rolled 13 dice to get 5.
But that thing that you did also is pack, shield, whatever. It's affecting the fire
Okay.
hound thing too.
I got I soaked 3.
All right, you're fine then.
Woo, do you have any wind powers?
I really wish I did, but no, I don't.
Blow this fire at the oily people.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I really wish I had some elemental powers, but I really don't.
That isn't racist of me, is it?
Yeah. Here's the problem. We don't know if the fire will actually kill them or just set them ablaze and then make them even more difficult to kill.
Could be.
Exactly. Do I have my turn now, Barney?
Yeah, go for it. As you're
All right, I'm
rolling,
going to spend one rage.
Okay. All right, and Jebediah, Chaska, and RB, roll your perception and alertness.
Should I keep stabbing, Barney? I've got 2 more stabs.
The thing's getting pretty well.
Difficulty 6, I presume.
Yeah.
Shit, only 1 success to hit.
3.
That's all you need. The thing's still down. All right. You got 3 successes, John. 3 successes. 3 successes. RB. As you guys push through the storm, you see out in the distance, other than the fact of the trash heap spirit, trash heap weaver spirit, basically fighting. As long as also there's some errant raccoon spirits, some rats. You do see in the middle, it seems to be like right at the edge of the river where the ferry seems to be, where the center of the fire, almost the center of the storm. You see, it looks like a 5-story tall, the equivalent of that snake spirit you saw at Sun Arrow. But it's made out of smoke and smoke, steam, and metal. The equivalent of it looks like a giant serpent. Seems to be diving down and stabbing at. You see, make out a silhouette of the silhouette of looks like a dirty ass Krenos Bone Gnawer that seems to be emitting some significant power.
That's a lot of 10s, Brian.
That's probably him.
I'm running right up this thing's back.
All right. Bob, 6 successes. Is that on to hit or damage?
Damage.
Damage. Woo, that was 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Dale, you said you spent that no, this was a new round. Okay. So new round. Ryan and John roll stamina. Difficulty to 6. Woo. Oh, Jesus. I think you guys is pretty much... All right, that thing is not attacking anymore. That thing is in the process of howling and dying right now.
So, hey, Barney.
Yeah?
Since I took damage, I should get some rage back, yeah?
Correct. You can get all your rage back.
Okay, cool.
You're super pissed right now.
All right, then, yeah, then that's where I'm, especially given that I'm running right up this snake's, up its ass. Just
okay. And Woo, yeah, what do you have in rage? You took damage. You can be filled back up again.
Okay. Well, I filled back up, and then I spent 1 more this next round. So I did 1 turn, but I haven't done my 2nd turn yet.
Okay.
So I have 6 permanent, 5 temporary in rage right now.
All right. I just remember that anytime somebody botches or fails, you can actually get your rage back as well. All right.
Do you want me to do my 2nd swing, or?
Yeah, go for it. It's
Okay.
pretty much dead. It's the thing you guys slaughtered. It.
Yeah, let's finish this thing off.
That falling touch is the thing that effed it up too. Couldn't even get one.
Sometimes like level 1 and 2 gifts are really nice.
Yeah. All right, RB got 3 successes.
Yes. I keep forgetting Krenos. Adding it doesn't do it automatically.
John, all right, so you guys are fine then. You got all you need is 3 successes. So you guys are still fine. You're getting, you feel it. Like knives of air and things are of worm is cutting through you.
It tickles.
But it's not doing anything. It tickles.
Oh, oops, that wasn't quite right. So I'll just do a difficulty of a 6. So 2 successes on damage.
Okay. As you guys kind of push through, you Madge the Badge seems to be also pushing through, and she says, "I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to hold himself up."
This is a question. For jumping high, is that more of a dex or a strength thing?
What's that?
I want to jump on top of this thing.
Okay.
I want to jump on top of this thing if I can. So
okay.
That's my plan action. I'm not doing it yet until.
All right. And all right. So where were we at? Wu did the 3. Okay. Yeah. So Kate, Wu, and Bob, that thing is kind of collapsed and it turns into just bricks and ash, basically,
right.
and pieces of wood.
I'm gonna approach Wu. You said your current rage is 5.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to spend a willpower, spend a gnosis.
And punch him in the face.
And he heals 2 aggravated wounds. I'm going to use Mother's Touch on him.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you. I bow deeply. I did not want to go into that maelstrom with already like 3 aggravated on me.
I bolt off into the maelstrom.
Okay. All right. So everybody roll. Then you guys roll stamina for. Okay, now it's basically a new round. For the sake of their peripheral visions, you see now there's probably about 10 of those slime things seem to be now in total dragging feet towards you guys like zombies from Walking Dead. They're not fast, but they're steadily approaching
Bob
you
just
guys.
took off and left him here.
What's that?
Bob just took off and left him here for us to deal with.
No, Bob's with you. Yeah, they're just slowly walking towards you guys.
Okay, this is outside the maelstrom, right? We haven't gone inside.
Yeah, it's still outside. You guys are outside the donut getting.
Do we deal with them or go in?
They're a non-factor.
Then I'll follow Bob.
Yeah, no, they're walking straight towards Bob, basically.
So if Bob says they're a non-factor, I'm not going to worry about them then.
They're following me anyway. I'm doing my Princess of the Ball gift. Everybody's going to ask me to dance.
Piper.
All right.
That's your rugged good looks.
All right. New round. You guys are. So who's jumping on what? We'll start with the front group there with Chaska, Jebediah, and RB.
I'll tell you what, that lamb lady curls my toes a bit.
Actually, Brian, I nearly forgot. I spent a willpower, so you healed 3 wounds.
Oh, thank you.
So you're fully healed.
Yeah. I won't take your money in gambling for the next week. I'll let you win a couple hands.
Yeah, I'm attacking this thing. 4 successes. So strength +4. No, strength +5. Wow. What a shitty roll.
We're all getting soaked. That.
Yeah, Barney, I'm hacking it for 1 damage.
Okay.
I might have to use Might of Thor so I can at least get into the double digits.
Yeah, you see that it seems to be pretty focused on seems to be pretty focused on the primary target.
I'll run up. I want to try to jump on its back. Like, just claws out, just sink my claws in and just start biting at this fucking thing.
Okay.
So that'd be like, that'd be a strength or dex, and I've got acrobatics and athletics as sub things.
You hear Kate, you hear Leela's voice in your head again. She says, do we really need to worry about this? This is just a bunch of bone gnawers. She says that in your head.
In the angriest voice I can place in my head, I'll say, "How dare you?" and leave it at that.
RB, you hear in your head, you hear Leela says, what's the point in doing this? There's just a bunch of bone gnawers.
I'll say, "You can gnaw my bone, bitch."
Okay. So who jumps on top? Who did that success? Chaska, you did?
Yes.
You got one success. All right. That was 2 attack, or that was damage?
That was the damage.
Okay. All right. Role play it out. How are you doing it?
I'm literally just attacking it from behind, just hacking and slashing at its back, basically trying to draw attention away from the attack on Caboose.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Spitoon.
Woo.
Yes.
What are you doing?
So do we know that everybody's gone into the maelstrom?
Yeah, everybody's gonna pass through. Yeah. You guys,
Okay.
Did you guys roll your success? You guys rolled for, oh yeah, now you roll. So Kate, Bob, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. I'm not even gonna dignify your roll for stamina. So Woo and Kate, go ahead and roll.
Okay. All right, so I guess we're going into the maelstrom. Woo kind of takes a deep breath before going in, like. Here we go
Is
again.
this all considered the same scene, Barney?
Yeah.
Stamina plus.
Oh, you're
3.
fine, Kate. You need 3 successes to soak. You need.
I got a 5 on my Luna's armor. That's what I was asking.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. Well, you're fine too. Bob, you kind of stop in the middle of it and tie your shoe.
Here's where I think I'm going to take a point, Barney.
Okay.
Because I'm going to load up the glass cannon for this big smoke monster. Is that aggravated or not aggravated?
It's aggravated.
Yeah, Barney, I think I'll take a point too because I need my rage back.
Okay.
So Barney, when we step into the maelstrom, we see a giant smoke snake that my friends are fighting, right?
Yeah, it basically looks like the snake from. Let me just kind of pull it up real quick and show it to you guys. I put it in the Sunro. It's basically the. It looks like. Where is it? It basically looks like that snake, but it's made out of like metal and smoke and metal, basically.
Okay. All right. So and it's like gigantic, right? It's like really big.
Yeah, it's basically it's like you get the impression that it taught itself that form the Storm Eater did when it turned over.
Okay. I am going to do the 7-mile leap. So basically, do a big jumping attack.
Okay.
And slash at its head.
All right.
I see it. And I'll spend a rage.
All right.
I'm going to see if I can get down right next to Caboose. Give this thing something else to attack.
All right. Woo, you hear Leela's voice in your head almost pleading, saying, "Why are we doing this?"
I don't know who Leela is.
That'd be great if that was all you said.
Who is this?
She's the child of Gaia. She's the child of Gaia Galliard that's with Madge the Badge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. New mind. Who this? I just ignore it and go jumping at the snake's head claws first.
Okay. Go ahead. As you're doing that, you see. You're doing that. Go ahead. Mark, roll. Kate, roll perception alertness difficulty of a 6.
I'm gonna do Might of Thor, Barney.
Okay, go for it.
So Barney, 4 successes to hit. If it's
all right, go damage. RB, what are you doing?
So the Krynos that is primarily engaged with this thing.
Yes.
Does it look like he can? I mean, is he too distracted to converse a little bit?
Who? Oh,
This
Madge.
Krynos, this presumably Spitoon.
Okay. Roll your perception alertness.
I rolled 2 successes,
2
Barney.
successes. Okay.
3 on damage for the first hit.
All right.
Barney, what's the max rage you can spend?
As much as you have in dexterity.
Okay. All right. 5 rage. I've got Might of Thor for 2 rounds. So I've got 2 rounds to put it down.
Okay.
After which you're going to be useless.
Hey, if I can't put it down in 2 rounds, dead anyway.
All right.
I'll still be able to soak.
Do you want to do the second turn in the round, or you want to wait?
Kate, I whispered something to you. Ryan, did you roll your perception alertness? Okay.
Yeah, 1.
Kate got 3 6. Okay.
Let me do my first one.
Okay.
Barney, I'm laughing because of you.
All right, roll your damage and all right, and woo, that was to hit or is that damage?
I did 3 in damage.
Okay. All right, roll play it out. How are you doing it?
So when I got to the maelstrom and I saw this thing fighting our guys, I did the 7-mile leap. So I just hunkered down and like jumped up, and as I got to its head, Kai Lindo swiped it across its face.
Okay.
And then the idea is like as I'm coming back down for the next turn in my rage point, as I'm coming back down, I'll slash it again on my way back down, in my arc down.
2 plus 2.
Well, Barney, I'll stand there anyway. When this thing comes down to attack, I'm going to punch it in the mouth.
Okay. Why can't I whisper to Ryan?
I'm on Facebook, if that's easier.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have my Facebook. I don't have my phone with me, so.
All right.
All your secrets are out in the open, Mark.
Yeah, all your early '90s secrets are safe with us.
Just the early '90s, but not the late '90s.
Yeah, I can't account for anything after like '93. Like Memories start to get really hazy. It's yeah.
Well, that's when I met you in '93.
Then you're fucked, man.
Coincidence? I think not.
All right.
Hold on, Mark. I gotta do damage.
That was to hit, or that was
a hit. So it's strength is doubled. So my strength math.
That would be
I've known you guys 25 years now.
Jebediah. All right, John Muir is going to pee. Okay. Roll dex urination. Make sure you hit the toilet.
I figured his cat's like lifting its leg and peeing on the side of this thing.
It'd be really funny if John just said, "I'm gonna go pee," and then he just sat there.
Got this weird smile on his face.
A little chill shake after a second.
Chris, just roll all the dice.
Well, I mean, I think I add 17 to it. Well, my with 5 successes plus 2.
You only double your strength.
That's correct. That's why the math is so fucking weird.
What's your strength?
Strength is 9.
So that's 18.
18.
Plus 2 is 20.
20.
Plus the knife.
21, 22 for the damage. So 22 dice.
Wait. What are you using claws or anything?
This isn't his clave, probably.
The clave, yeah, I counted that.
So you got 22. Why is that hard?
Because I'm not just rolling 22 dice. I'm trying to make the dice pool thing work. But I can do 22 dice here.
So your strength right now is
plus 17.
Well, his strength is no more than 5 according to the sheet, and then you just
what's your strength say on your sheet?
Yeah, that's strength plus 17.
Oh,
so
okay.
Your die mod is 17.
I'm only gonna roll like 6 successes probably.
Well, then hurry up and screw it up.
I love how patient Mark has always been with everything that we do.
Wow.
Ooh.
There we go.
Hey, that's not bad at all, man. Only 1 out of that.
That's a lot of 2s, 3s, and 4s.
Difficulty of a 2.
Still 9 successes is hard to argue with.
So are we gonna find out this is an illusion, or should I roll 5 more times? Because I've got 5 more
keep rolling. Yeah, go for it, man.
So can I communicate out of turn? How does that work?
Just keep that roll and do like 5 times 9.
There's 10.
Jesus, 19.
So, Barney, if I have other attacks, should I roll them as well?
Yeah, go for it.
12.
Right. I'll do the same.
All right, add this up, man.
So you're 22. He's at 31.
Oh, there's 6.
37.
Let's see. So how many is that? 1.
37 total.
4.
$37, 50.
And I'm done.
60. You're at 60, Bob.
Hooray! I feel ashamed about that 6, though.
Jeez, I'm crow. Okay, and what are you doing, Chaska and Wu?
I'm striking it as I'm falling back down from my leap. I had 5 to hit, and getting ready to roll damage.
I'm bait.
4 on damage.
Barney?
Yeah.
I accidentally rolled twice, but 4 on damage.
Okay. All right.
I'm diving into the most fleshy part of it, like I did that one beast, and just start cutting, and just wading into if it has flesh. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's mostly smoke and steam and steel. And... All right.
Take smaller bong hits next time, Mark.
I'm still attempting to cough up that lung.
Put some cold water in your bong. It'll help.
Just do edibles, Mark. Just do edibles. It's not worth it on your lungs.
All right, so you got 7 successes, Chaska.
Barney, five successes total for me.
5 success. Oh, on the second one?
5 damage. 5 damage total. Because I did 3. I did 3 different. Because I did my second and third attacks.
What?
Oh, okay, I got you.
No, they definitely can't.
All right, Jebediah, what are you doing?
Have I jumped yet? I haven't done any rolls for jumping, but nobody said anything in my head yet, have they? So.
All right.
I'm looking on the back of the fucking worm.
I love that I can never hear what John is saying.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right. Go ahead. You see with all those things. I'm not. Yeah, Jesus. The giant serpent kind of falls down as it collapses. As it collapses, you see that the maelstrom itself the storm itself kind of dissipates and kind of gets sucked up and away. And you guys are in the Umbra with things kind of quiet down immediately after that happens.
I let out yeah, you better run, Hal.
Barney, I'm going to pick up Caboose and bring him towards the group.
Okay.
It's not Caboose. It's Scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm aware of what it is. That's why I said I'm picking it up and bringing it.
Well, that's also what you should do to Caboose once we get in touch with him.
You see that the one that monster was fighting was a scarecrow.
I'll hold on to it so I can return it to Caboose.
Was it your blow-up doll?
They weren't invented yet. You got to Google that.
You know what? I bet someone shagged a scarecrow at some point back in the 1800s.
No, back then they used sheep.
Yeah, I'll say they had sheep.
Is this a maelstrom still happening? The Umbral storm?
No,
or has it ceased?
No, it died out.
It's like
I would like to play out the fact that I don't know that it's over, and that I'm still carving into it.
I meet Chaska's eyes, give him a nod. I said, "Your father would be proud."
Thank you. You've done us a fair service tonight, felling the fire beast.
Who's badly wounded?
I'm only goodly wounded. I'm hurt.
I'm so glad we have somebody with mother's touch now.
Yeah,
like, we went through like all of season 2 with nobody having mother's touch. It seems like.
What's your current rage, Dale?
Current rage is 2.
Okay, so I'll spend another willpower. You got 3 wounds healed, Dale.
Awesome, thank you.
You guys see that you see Leela Lamb kind of eye all of you, and she says,
how does she eye me, Barney?
I'll just glare at her. A low growl in my throat.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk forward and I'll say something to the effect of, it seems we were played for fools here.
What's fucking new?
I'm talking to Leela.
She says, So you've never met this man before, and you would still all with an idea of an obscure rite that you would risk your lives to come here. Frankly, I'm amazed.
Where is he?
What are you guys talking about? They're probably walking back from the. Where's Caboose?
We're talking about how little honor there is in the world outside of our own set.
She sighs and she Leela Lambs, she kind of sighs and she looks towards Madge, the badge, and she says, well, I had to know what I was getting myself into. And you see that she transforms into that old timer.
Oh,
shit.
Bob lets out a go back to the other form. Damn you, the first fine-looking Gary I come across.
Bob's looking to make Metis.
No, I thought she looked kind of weird, so I thought that'd be a good match for Bob.
Caboose says, yeah, we cleared this thing out hours ago. I had to know if you guys were for real or not, and if I'm gonna throw myself down on something, I had to make sure I was surrounded by honorable people.
Chasko steps into his. My father would have been proud of your ruse.
He kind of like puts his hands. He kind of like puts his hands out like that and says, "I'll grab my pack."
I'll hand him his scarecrow.
He tucks it under his arm. He goes, all right, you guys can get up now. And you see that giant snake thing kind of like dissipate into a bunch of rats. And they come up and each rat kind of bends. He kind of bends over and shakes at each individual rat's hand.
I asked one of the rats if they'd teach me Shadow of the Rat. I already paid for it too. Don't even do anything more.
Yeah, one of them kind of like said something to you, like,
nice.
You're gonna have to leave food for him now.
Caboose looks over at Madge and they kind of make eye contact, and she says, she says something on the terms. Well, she says, the city won't be the same without you, Caboose. And he goes, thank Gaia for that. And he kind of does this come here kind of deal. And she goes, I'm not one for touching. And he goes, I know. And he grabs a hold of the prudish Gaia, the Gaia nun looking woman, and gives her a hug. And it says, you'll keep an eye on things for me. And she says, I'll do my best. He says, well, where do we go from here?
Which is the road?
We've only got one other lead, right? Or I guess do we have the Wendigo lead?
Yeah, we have to go pick up Stone. What the hell is his name? Blackheart? Stoneheart?
Oh, you also got the Red Talon.
Yeah, I was going to say either the Red Talon or the Wendigo. I think the only ones we have.
You know anybody, Caboose?
Let me get that. Where is it? I'm opening up my. It's still loading. So you guys are still missing your Black Fury.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought fucking Kate was just gonna hurry it up.
Yeah, go kill a bunch of shit, Kate.
I'm trying.
Let's we'll just what's that hell realm in the Umbra? The Malthians or something like that?
So you're missing your red. The red
We'll just
tower.
copy off of the Malthians and come back when you're 6th rank.
Yeah.
We need Child of Gaia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madge says you all are from Harrow. If the legends are true, you came from Harrowgate, correct?
We also need a Shadow Lord.
Yeah, we're from Harrowgate.
So there was a sept leader by the name of Amos Truth Talker who was our sept leader. For those that remember, he was the one that season 1, episode 1 started with you investigating the death of Amos. He was in that. He was in the carriage that got killed. They got killed. I think Dale was the. You were the only one that was in that.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I think I was the only player.
She said it would be fairly easy to find. Well, it'd be easy to convince Amos's mother, Victoria Truth Talker, is alive and well in the Summer Country.
Where's the Summer Country at?
It's an umbral realm.
Which do we think is in most danger at this point?
So you know of, yeah. So right now you have Broken River, who's the Red Talon Arun. There's a group of Shadow Lords, that camp of the six rank Shadow Lords.
Probably need Mike for that.
And you have, and also and I know Kate is doing some investigation on your Black Fury.
Yeah, we just got to make sure whoever we get's not aligned to
Madam
our
Gibbons.
other friend, our Madam of the Night.
Well, I think for danger, the Aaron's probably fine. The Wendigo, not being a legend yet, might be off the radar or off the map. I guess it wouldn't be a radar because there's not such a thing.
Invented in 1865.
Wait, when was radar invented?
Like a World War II kind of thing.
Yeah, 1920s, 1930s.
Let's say Child of Gaia or the Shadow Lord.
Radar
Just
was
say Tesla did it, but
invented by a
Edison
bunch of
burned away
werewolves.
the papers.
Well, actually, I mean, if you guys are thinking about who's going to get the one that's, think of the ones that are known that the Storm Eater knows of. That would be your best.
So then probably the Shadow Lord.
But there's like 12 Shadow Lords, so it doesn't really matter, right?
As long as we get one, that's all that matters.
So if the Storm Eater kills a couple, it's no big deal.
Especially since they're Shadow Lords.
We're assuming the lion bastards are actually telling the truth, though.
Mm.
Hey, Barney, quick question for you. Can we, given that there's all of these 6th rank motherfuckers around,
Yeah.
I would imagine that it would be, if anybody wanted to learn leadership, that would be like pretty easy, yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Someone's looking to make a move, huh?
Do
All
you
right.
really this entire time?
Philodoxes are good peacetime leaders.
So you are now. So you basically have a, other than the Black Spiral Dancer, you guys kind of have a bead on pretty much the rest of them, except for the Black Fury. I had Black Fury too. Yeah.
I'm feeling the child guy.
Do we know where one is?
Isn't that what we just talked about?
Yeah.
The daughter.
Oh,
The-
that
The mother,
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what tribe Amos was.
the child of Gaia.
You think Seeking Path or Ragnarok can find the Summerlands?
Probably.
Of course they can.
Yeah, you got 3 rank 6 Thurges.
If not, we throw them off the coach, right?
And they should have at least spent like summer vacation there once.
All right.
Well, I mean, you want to go for the child of Gaia? I'm fine with that.
I think we do that, and then we get the Shadow Lord.
Wait, hold on. Shouldn't the Child of Gaia and Blackstone all be in the same area?
You're thinking of Sunny Hill, that cairn.
Yeah, isn't that where she's at?
No, Summer Country. It's an Umbral realm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to go into the Umbra.
Or we could, you know what, the you say Blackthorn?
Blackstone.
Blackstone.
The one
Stone
we go.
Creamery.
He is still garnering renown, right?
Oh, Sacred Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to go into the Black Spiral pit to help us get the 6th rank Black Spiral. That's how he wants to get. That's how he wants to get his renown to go to 6th.
Oh, okay. All right. I was saying it would be good to pick him up as well because we're gathering some renown as it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of,
Yes. All right. Renown. Tell me what you guys did.
We fought the Fire Beast.
But it wasn't real, right? They were all.
Yeah, but we still thought it was a real.
yeah,
You still get the glory for
It
it.
means the honor, if not glory, but
Well, it's honor in the eyes of the manipulator over there.
Yeah.
I took down, did Falling Touch on the beast so that we could get it without my fellow pack mates taking too much damage from its attacks. So.
Right. So
I healed 2 of my pack mates.
yeah. All right. So, Brian, give yourself 3 temporary wisdom for solving that riddle. Give yourself 1 honor mark for healing using Mother's Touch. Everybody give yourself. I'll give yourself 2 glory for just the fighting in general, even though it actually didn't happen.
Woo-hoo, that puts me up a glory point.
60 points of damage, Barney.
It's not there. It's just no.
Can I worm 1 more out of you?
How much more? Wait, how much more do you need?
I just need 1 more, and then I go to 10 in glory.
Jeez, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm sure you've got to stack up the wisdom before you're able to get to rank 4.
Oh yeah.
So Bob's not getting the 5th.
No, I don't think so.
Bob will stop being a kill maniac after he gets 10 glory.
So wait, we got 2 glory, right?
2 glory.
But
And
we technically fought 2 giant beasts, not just 1.
and who actually told Leela to F off when she talked to him in so many
I did.
words?
Kate
All right,
did.
give yourself an honor. Those who did that, give yourself an honor.
She didn't even bother talking to me.
Yeah, she didn't talk to me either.
I'm not talking to the redskin.
I was going to jump at her if she talked to me, but
All right. Yeah, everybody give yourself 1 extra honor. I was trying to think of a way that I could make something different with a thinking a Ragabash, a Bone Gnawer Ragabash. What is he gonna do?
Don't I get wisdom for ignoring every single foe? Slime things and fire things, and then the same thing, and just going directly to the scarecrow and talking to him.
I feel like Ryan's not really getting this whole like werewolf glory thing.
Glory Schmory. There's a mission.
He might break.
Just
Harvey might break a nail.
I'm thinking of sticking to the mission, and that's why I'm thinking about cunning for me. But yeah.
Well, I knew they were illusions all along.
Yeah. Give yourself the cunning for that, John, and Sag, give yourself 1 more glory, and give yourself and Ryan, and everybody else got give themselves that honor point, right? Everybody gets that 1 honor point, even though Leela didn't talk to you.
Hey, Barney.
Yep.
Can I, given that I've been trying to lean on combat and learning it, can I increase to a 4 in brawl?
Yeah. Who has a 4 in brawl?
Runebreaker.
Not me.
Runebreaker.
Yeah, I would fight whoever has it, and if that means I gotta work for a battle scar or whatever, that's cool.
All right. Yeah, you'd have to learn it from Runebreaker. And what was I'll let you get it next. I'll let you get it next gaming session, at the end of the next gaming session, because 4 is pretty good.
Barney, can I learn another medicine?
What's your medicine at?
2.
2. You want to get a 3 in it?
Yeah.
Wait till the end of next session and tell me that you'll be learning it from one of the Thurges. Probably
Okay.
Seeking Path probably has the highest medicine, actually.
I kind of figured it'd be one of them, but yeah, I'm gonna try to learn more medicine to make the Mother's Touch more effective.
Okay. All right. So let me check the schedule real quick. I believe next Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, correct?
It is.
All right. So, and I think I remembered that from last year. So we do have next Sunday off.
Oh, perfect, because I can't make next Sunday. I'll be flying.
I'm not watching the Super Bowl anyway, but
yeah. All right. Cool.
Wait,
All
do
right.
we get experience?
Oh yes. 4. Give yourself 4 experience this time.
Oh, and hey, how much is non-tribe or auspice gifts?
Current.
it is
level
current.
5.
Yeah, that will be the gift times 5.
Yeah.
And what's the iron fur? That's a level 2, right?
Rank 2, yeah.
We also learn Luna's armor. Luna's armor is the same thing.
I would suggest maybe Luna's armor purely because I don't know if that affects your dexterity. With steel fur, I attack at difficulty 7.
Okay. What do you have to roll to get Luna's armor?
Stamina survival. Because that's what gave me my soak. That's why.
Oh yeah, I'll do that instead of iron fur because.
And that's stamina science.
Yeah, because I don't even have any science. And that's also a level 2.
Yeah.
That is a level. Yeah.
So can I get Luna's armor, Barney?
Okay.
It's taught by a loon.
I will give you. I'll send you a message on what you'll have to do, If it's taught by Loon, then your character will have to stay in lupus form for one of your moon cycles.
Okay.
So you're going to be in lupus for the next 2 gaming sessions. All right.
Being in lupus is fun. I did that in a city. We met treasured guests.
Oh yeah, what was that you had to do?
I was lupus for a while. I did that when we met treasured guests. You just sit on the floor and lounge around.
All right, cool. All right, guys, that's all. So February 10th, I believe, is going to be our next one. You guys going to be heading up to the Umbra.
Not till February 10th, so we're not doing for like a couple weeks.
Yeah, no, because next week is Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, right, that'll be the first weekend in February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we're going to the Summerlands, I'm really gonna have to pack for that.
Your shorts, your suntan lotion.
No, my like gloves and my extra big umbrella.
You should get an umbrella fetish so you can fight with it.
That's kind of cool.
I knew a chick that had an umbrella fetish once.
I get a sword umbrella.
February 3rd, January 27th. Okay, yeah, and depending on how things go, I always have to I can't change the name of the titles of the episodes after the fact. So you can kind of guess what the Better Man Than I was. That was the name of the title of tonight's game.
So Barney, in the meantime, since you want me to wait on the medicine, can I go ahead and get another dot in Gnosis?
What's your Gnosis at now?
3.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys.